Hello everyone, welcome to Karnataka exams. Today we will see some of the important topics of general science. Sometimes there are some basic questions which are regularly asked and we need to revise those properly. So these are some basic units which are important. I'll be telling all these because they are factual, right? So length, the unit of length is meter, mass kilogram, time for second, not minutes, second, electric current for ampere, temperature for Kelvin, or also Celsius. Kelvin and centigrade are similar. Luminosity for candle, force for Newton. Also weight, weight also is for Newton. Pressure Pascal, energy Joule, power Watt, charge Coulomb, potential Volt, resistance Ohm, conductance Siemens, capacitance Farad, inductance Henry. These three are important. Most of the times these are asked. Conductance for Siemens, capacitance Farad, inductance Henry, magnetic flux is Weber, and magnetic flux density is Tesla. Okay, and in this the important or frequently asked electric current, that is ampere, and time for seconds. They'll be giving minutes also in options, and temperature is for Kelvin or Celsius, and pressure for Pascal, and force is for Newton. They'll be also asking weight. The weight, SI unit of weight is also Newton. Energy is Joule. This is also frequently asked. Power for Watt. Watt they'll be giving it for electric current also. So for power it is Watt. And charge Coulomb, potential is Volt. Conductance, capacitance and inductance is being asked. That is Siemens, Farad and Henry. Next is three states of matter. As we know, three states of matter are solids, liquids and gases. But the questions are asked with respect to intermolecular force, compressibility and thermal expansion. We have to see solids, liquid and gases with respect to these three. We'll see what is solids. Solids, they are rigid than liquids and gases, right? They have strong intermolecular forces. For example, if you see these as molecules, then there will be strong intermolecular forces between each of these molecules. Because of these strong intermolecular forces only, they are solids, or they are rigid, and they have definite shape. SHAPE, please correct this. And they have definite volume, and they are least compressible, and least thermal expansion exists in solids. So in case of solids, thermal expansion and compressibility is very less, whereas intermolecular forces is very high. Next is liquids. In liquids, intermolecular force is weak. That is, the molecules are at distance. They'll be at distance. That is how they are able to flow. That is about liquids, right? Intermolecular forces is weak in liquids, whereas it is very strong in solid. Whereas when it comes to compressibility and thermal expansion, liquid lies in between solids and gases. Okay, compressibility and thermal expansion is higher than that of solid but lower than that of gases. So compression and thermal expansion is highest for gases. Intermolecular forces highest or strongest in case of solids. In liquids, it lies in between. Okay, liquids also have fixed volume, like solids have definite volume. Liquids also have fixed volume. The density of liquids is between solids and gases, and compressibility and thermal expansion, as I said earlier, is higher than that of solids and lower than that of gases. So intermolecular forces, compressibility and thermal expansion is three important things which you have to remember with respect to solids, liquids and gases. Next is gases. In gases, the intermolecular force is very weak, whereas in solids it is very strong. Here it is weak because the molecules are very far away. They are at large distance. So large distance is between molecules. Okay, intermolecular forces negligible, as I said, and gases do not have definite shape. They do not have definite volume. Okay, and the gases, in case of gases, the compressibility and thermal expansion is the highest. With respect to gases, this is very important thing, that is compressibility is very high in gases and thermal expansion is also very high in gases. Next, I have listed a few important points with respect to oil and water. They'll be asking questions like, why does oil float on water? What is the reason for oil floating on water, or something with respect to or in relation between oil and water. So the density of oil is less than that of water. When you compare oil and water, the density of oil is less than that of water. That is why oil floats on water. Second one, water molecules are more attracted to one another than oil. This is very important point. That is, water molecules are more attracted to each other than oil molecules, because oil molecules, when you spread it on water, they are in droplets, right? You can differentiate between the groups of oil. That is because the oil molecules are not so much attracted with each other when you compare with water. Water molecules are closely attracted to one another because they are polar. Now, what do you mean by polar? Polar means one side is positively charged and one side is negatively charged. That is how they bind to each other. That is what water molecules are closely attracted to one another because they are polar, whereas oil molecules are non-polar. Remember this, water molecules are polar. They might ask this in statements also. Oil molecules are non-polar. Animals that live in oceans stay warm because oil will be present on their feathers. Okay, this oil will help them to stay away from cold. The oil which is there on the feathers of animals in the cold region will help them to stay warm. Here are some important measuring instruments which are regularly asked. First one is actinometer. Actinometer for measuring sun rays. Bathmeter. It is for depth of lake or ocean floors. To measure the depth of ocean floor or lake, bathmeter. You can remember like this. Okay, you go to ocean to take, you go to lake or ocean to take bath. That is a bathmeter. Okay, planimeter. Planimeter is for measuring the area on map. You see the map is plane, right? It is flat. Whatever we have in our atlas is flat. So that is measured with the help of planimeter. You can remember it like that. The map is plane, so planimeter. Lysimeter, evapotranspiration released by plants. Evapotranspiration released by plant is for lysimeter. Hygrometer, there is hygrometer and there is one thing called as hydrometer. Hydrometer is for density of liquids, whereas hygrometer is for moisture or to measure humidity. Hygrometer. Pyrometer is to measure high temperatures. Thermometer is used to measure temperatures. For high temperatures, pyrometer is used. We'll revise it quickly. Actinometer for sun's rays, bathymeter for depth of lake or ocean floor, and planometer for measuring the area on the map, lysimeter for evapotranspiration, hygrometer for humidity or moisture, pyrometer for high temperature. The list continues. Here are some more. Rotameter is for flow rate of liquids or gases. The flow rate is calculated with the help of rotameter. Tellurometer, it is for distance by means of microwave. Distance by means of microwave is for tellurometer. Anemometer, this is regularly asked, that is measuring speed of the wind. Anemometer. Hydrometer is for density of liquids, whereas hygrometer is for humidity. Barometer is atmospheric pressure. Sinometer is measure of AC or DC voltage. These both are important, sinometer and seismometer. Seismometer or seismograph, which we get from seismometer, is for measuring earthquake, and eudometer is for amount of rainfall. Eudometer, amount of rainfall. Seismometer for earthquakes. Sinometer for AC or DC voltage. Barometer for atmospheric pressure. Hydrometer for liquids density. Anemometer for wind speed. Tellurometer for measuring the means of microwave. Rotameter is for flow rate of liquids or gases. So here are some branches and their study. These are with respect to zoology. So these are branches of zoology. Entomology is for insects. Entomology is for insects. Ichthyology, it is ichthyology is for fishes. Helminthology is for helminthus worm. Okay, helminthology for helminthus worm. Ornithology is for bird. Virology, as the name says, is for virus. Herpetology is for reptiles. Snake is reptile. So snake, it is called as serpent. So herpent. Something like that you can remember. Herpetology is for reptiles. Karyology is for nucleus. Protozoology is for unicellular organism. So entomology insects. Ichthyology is for fishes. Helminthology is for helminthus worms. And ornithology is for birds. Virology is for virus. Herpetology is for reptiles. Karyology is for nucleus. Protozoology is for unicellular organisms. Next we'll see speed of sound. How does sound react with temperature or with the states of matter. Okay, the speed of sound is highest in liquid and it is lowest in gases. Speed of sound is highest in liquids. I got this from Wikipedia, so you can refer there. If you just type speed of sound, you will get these things. So speed of sound is highest in liquid and it is lowest in gases. Lowest in gases. The speed of sound in a vacuum is zero. The speed of sound in vacuum is zero, and the speed of sound increases with increasing temperature. That is, as the temperature increases, the speed of sound also increases. The speed of sound also increases with increasing temperature. Speed of sound decreases with height. As you go higher in the altitude, the speed of sound will be lesser. Okay, it is highest in liquids, lowest in gases, and increases with the temperature, decreases with height. So here I have mentioned some facts about crackers. That is, there are frequently questions asked related to crackers. That is, when the cracker is burnt and silver spark comes, then what metal will be used, and if red spark comes, or if orange spark comes, or yellow spark comes, what metal will be used, or something like that. So I have listed a few facts here. One is gunpowder is used in crackers, which produces sound. When the cracker makes sound, it is due to gunpowder, and the sparkle effect which we get in crackers is due to oxidizer used. So gunpowder gives the sound, and the sparkle effect is due to oxidizer. Then there are different metals using which we will get a different color of sparks. So if you used AMT or ATM, you can remember it as ATM. What is ATM? Aluminium, titanium or magnesium. If any of these is used, then we get silver spark. Okay, and list, LIST. List, if you remember list, what is list? Lithium and strontium. List is for red. Then if you use iron salts, you get orange color spark. Or if you use ferrotitanium or sodium, you get yellow spark. So ATM is for silver, list is for red, iron is for orange, and ferritium or sodium is for yellow sparkle. This video was particularly based on facts of science. Please write in the comments if you want me to make more videos, and please like the video if you have understood something. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. And that's all for today. Thank you. I'll see you people in the next video.